Starting today, a new database is available for police departments across the state. Police chiefs will be able to find any misconduct reports or criminal charges filed against any new potential hires.
1 year ago, this law was signed to create a database. Now, any criminal charge, civil or ethical complaint, and reason for a departure is required to be entered in the database.
He was fired from Cleveland's police department for lying on his job application, but he's better known as the officer who shot and killed 12-year-old Tamir Rice. And tonight we've learned Officer Timothy Loehman was hired to become the sole police officer for a small town in Pennsylvania.
The hope is that with all the information, police chiefs will not hire officers with red flags, and those officers will not be able to jump from department to department.
In 2012, Loehman resigned after only 6 months with the Independence Police Department.
WEWS acquired his personnel file from the Independence Police, and it shows when Loehman resigned, he was in the process of being terminated. In a memorandum, the Independence Deputy Police Chief wrote that Loehman had an emotional breakdown during live-range training and said he believed Loehman lacked the maturity needed to work for the department.
In 2018, Loehman resigned from the Bel Air Police Department in Southeast Ohio, just days after being hired.
2 days ago, on Tuesday evening, Loehman was sworn in by Mayor David Wilcox to be Tioga Borough's police officer. Mayor David Wilcox said he was unaware of Loehman's background before he was sworn in Tuesday night.
Yeah, Wilcox told the embassy affiliate in that area that city council did not allow him to see Loehman's resume when they interviewed him for the job. He told protesters today what's next is for city council to have an emergency meeting and for the community to join, voicing their opinion about Loehman's employment.
Upset residents gathered together to protest in front of the Tioga Borough Municipal Office and to speak with Mayor David Wilcox. Mayor Wilcox says he was unaware of this police officer's background before swearing him in Tuesday night.
I was under the understanding through our police committee and our borough president that they did an extensive background check on him. Everything checked out, everyone they spoke to, clean record, and that was my understanding.
Top law enforcement official in Pennsylvania is taking the Tioga Borough Council president to task for not conducting a thorough background check on Timothy Loehman before trying to hire him. According to Pennsylvania law, police departments must consult the police hiring database for records of past disciplinary action taken against any prospective candidate.
Tioga, PA Borough President Steve Hazlitt and his wife Mary Bess, who is also a borough council member, have both resigned from the borough's council.
PA State Attorney General Josh Shapiro sent a letter to Hazlitt saying state law was not followed in the hiring of Timothy Loehman as a borough police officer. Hazlitt stepped down, Mayor Wilcox says, after not completing a thorough background check of Timothy Loehman. Loehman was sworn in by Mayor Wilcox as Tioga's borough police officer on Tuesday evening, July 5th. Thursday morning, Loehman withdrew his application from Tioga Borough's police department. Now, Wilcox says he doesn't believe Loehman was ever correctly hired in the first place.
We never hired Timothy Loehman. We hired Timothy Loehman at the meeting when they made their motion to hire Timothy. It was to hire Timothy Loehman. They even spelled out the last name as Lochmann.
Mayor Wilcox says Steve Hazlitt and the vice president of the borough council submitted the name Timothy Loehman as the candidate for the borough's police officer, not Timothy Loehman.
There was nothing that came up on Timothy Loehman. There was nothing, so that's where that information was being withheld from myself and 3 of the other council members. I had no idea that everything came back clear, that he didn't have any bad remarks on his record at all. I was not allowed to take his resume or look into his background.
Council unanimously approved Loehman's hiring for $18 an hour. The mayor points the finger at his police committee.
I believe I was misled. When I swore him in last night, I wrote his wrong last name on the oath of office. That all of that was withheld from me.
So how do you know that these police departments will comply and keep this information up to date? Well, Attorney General Josh Shapiro says it's the law and it's required. If they don't follow it, there will be penalties.